there's an Afrobeat documentary that we're starting to pick up, so we need to do more. I'm glad to see we're starting to pick up in that place. So
Afrobeat started in Ghana, right?
No.
Yes, it did. It started in Ghana.
No, what are you talking about?
Fela Kuti.
No. Afrobeat started in Ghana.
No, High Life.
Afrobeat started in Ghana. You can watch the documentary.
Listen, look, Afrobeat
started in Ghana. Yes, it did.
No, High Life started in Ghana.
Oh God, I'm telling you, bro.
Yes, so my people, welcome back to another episode of Begrounded Podcast. This is the voice and the light of the culture. Today, I have some New Yorkers, some guys where they disturb New York, you know, like I tell them, I say, I go they bring better people, our people, where they do well, where they represent us in different ways, you know, in music, in tech, in content creation, however, whatever thing way they do, as long as you be one of us and you they represent, you deserve to be here to have a conversation. Let the people outside the world get to know more about you and your business and what thing you they do, you know, and how you they operate. So today I get like 4 of my people where they worry if they come New York, you never see these guys. Just don't say, don't be careful. Just don't say, you know, ladies and gentlemen, I introduce you to my people, you know.
That was beautiful.
But you know, if they come in New York, they never see us. You don't come New York, do that, man.
Yes, sir.
Well, my name is Joel Okpara. I'm from Imo State. I'm Igbo boy. Well, I came here in 2013. Currently, I'm a nurse. I work in the ER. But I'm a part-time nurse and a full-time outsider.
How can you forget that?
But outsider, man, I'm a co-founder of Outsiders FC. We host parties, mostly dance, but besides that, we're vibes, you know. We don't even, just vibes, you know. We don't really need to dance. We don't really need to do anything. As long as we are there, you just know it's vibes.
It's a vibe.
But energy, she already know it. She be outside with the outsider.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Salis like Alice. I'm from New York too, born and raised, but deep down I'm a Ghana babe all the way. I also do media. I interview artists as well as host like different events through major stage. So yeah.
Hey, Alpha, my people, how are they? So I'm Tweez. You call me Tweez Linear.
Big Tweez, not the little one.
So I really vibe. So I came here 2015, you know. I was raised in Sule, enter Meron, from there enter Festac, so proper Lagos boy. Like
so.
And then even they close, but I enter Lagos, I go find my way because now where we did. So here I do a lot here. I also hang out with my guys outsiders, and I'm known as an artist and producer. So I produce and also an artist. So I'm a musician. I got more hits coming soon.
Yes,
so we bring the energy as they go. So over to you, Easy.
Right. My name is Israel Oyedapo, or Izzy. I go by either one.
Big Izzy, not the little one.
I was born and raised in South Africa, you know, Joburg. Then I moved here 2011, and yeah, been in New York City ever since. I remember the Outsiders. Full time, I'm an actor, you know, so look for me soon.
Yes,
I saw.
Next Denzel over here, you know, we're working on it, but yeah.
Wow, outsiders, real outside, man. I see you all the time.
24/7. I mean, they call Mr. Outside. If you never know me, you know now. Mr. Outside.
Who did
Zuzu? Big Kunta, man, not the little one. But thank you for having us, man.
Yes,
appreciate
it.
Thank you.
So now they try, man. I appreciate you guys. It's not easy coming together to create something, carve out a name, and keep making waves for you. What is it like? Did you guys know each other, or just met each other in New York and started?
So actually, me and Israel went to school together. We went to high school together.
Shout out to high school.
Shout out Campus Magnet.
Math and Science High School.
Shout out Math and Science.
High school.
Yeah, but we met in high school. Yeah. I think. Well, I was fresh off the boat, so I didn't really know he was Nigerian. I knew he was Nigerian just because of his last name, but I was like fresh off the boat, thick accent. So I really wasn't like out there, But yeah, I knew Izzy since high school.
Yeah.
The rest of the outsiders I met also at a fashion show when I was in college, and then the rest of them I just met at like parties and
The rest
stuff.
are not here.
The rest are not
Yeah,
here.
the
The rest
rest
are not
here.
here. It's like it's 8 of us. The rest
6
are not
are
here. Yeah, but yeah, I just we party all the time together, and well, since they call me Mr. Outside, and every time I go out, they call me the outsider. So I'm like, okay, you know what? I see this group of guys that I always meet outside. You know, every time I'm dancing, we all dancing together. So me and Osa just decided one day, like, yo, and Charles, you're like, we can actually, you know, make this a thing.
I think, yeah.
So we just, November, I think. Oh, no.
It was October. After that.
Actually, that's crazy because we decided this after the Independence Day
party.
Yeah, I hosted a party at Szymanski, like a combination Naira party. I forgot the other people that threw it, but I hosted a party that day at Szymanski, and it was so lit. And we were just turning up, and after that we just decided, yo, we could take this another level. And ever since then it's been crazy. I mean, there's no week that we have been inside. Literally, there's no
Especially
week.
this summertime, bro.
Bro, that's crazy because
Like-
even like in the winter we say, you know what, we're gonna hibernate and we're gonna get ready for summer.
And we were still going out.
But like winter was even crazier than summer.
Yeah.
Because winter from Friday, Saturday, Sunday, sometimes we're outside.
Sometimes Thursday to Sunday, you feel me?
Okay, that
Back
was
to back to back to
What
back.
was that? That was Independence weekend.
That July 4th weekend.
Yes,
was it? July 4th
bro.
weekend. Okay.
We hosted a party Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday,
And
Tuesday. Independence Day was
Was
Was it Tuesday or Wednesday?
no Tuesday. We did Traboski, and I think Wednesday was a
No, I
pool
think,
party.
I think Monday was Traboski.
Oh, yeah, Monday was Traboski.
Tuesday
I
was-
remember I didn't come for
Yeah,
Traboski.
yeah,
I
Monday
don't know
was
what happened.
Traboski. Then
The pool party was the next day that the
the
police
pool
shut
party
down.
was the next day, and then Wednesday we took off, and then Thursday we hosted the Outsiders weekend.
did
I'm a
the
piano
week, yeah.
night, and then Friday we hosted the Owambe.
Oh yeah,
Then
yeah.
Saturday was
5X strips, and then
What was
Saturday was the day I'm not going outside. Man, I'm tired because I work 12-hour shifts.
Yeah.
So sometimes after I just go home, shower, and just head back outside. So
When I'm busy, that leads
Yeah,
to the
man.
next question. Like, how are you gonna take combiner because you work and you're always outside? How?
it's easy.
That's I don't know how he does it because he 12-hour shifts. Like we'll go outside, come back. When the party's done, it's like 4 a.m.
Yeah.
And Joel's like, yo, I got work in 2 hours.
I
I'm
know,
like,
right?
bro, I don't know how you do that. I need some sleep. But sometimes when I'll have work at 7, like one of my brand ambassador jobs, or I'll have a gig or something. Then I'm like, okay, let me at least sleep 2 hours. Try and get some rest, but I don't know how we do it. We just do it.
It's
Just
not
have
easy.
And me, I don't drink, smoke, nothing like that. I do this
Clear eyes.
100% sober. You feel me? I'm just living off the vibes. So, but it's like we young, we in our 20s. So the motto is live
It's
life,
easier- it's easy to
enjoy.
do.
You feel me?
Top life, no,
Exactly.
Top you.
There we go.
The thing is that you guys love what you're doing.
Oh,
so
yeah.
it doesn't
Yeah,
really
sure.
feel like you're
It doesn't
doing
feel like
something.
we're working.
Yeah.
We get paid to do it, but it doesn't feel like
Yes.
we're working because we're just enjoying ourselves.
Yes.
Pretty much. But
Wow.
yeah, it's been great. I mean, hopefully.
Bigger and better.
Bigger and better.
The goal, one of these days, Burna Boy is going to hit us up, be like, yo,
Yo.
you want to be in the music video? I'm
Yeah,
like,
because we're the Outsiders
Brother,
FC.
brother,
But
yes,
let's link
sir.
up with the Outsiders,
You
you
feel
know?
me?
So you guys are
fine.
open like that to be on music videos?
Yeah,
Yes,
you know?
Actually,
We just did one with,
Yeah, I forgot his name, but we did a
we'll edit this
video.
out.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's mad cool though.
It's
but
mad
yeah.
cool. We forgot your name, but it's okay.
But
We
he's
forgot
mad
his
cool.
name, bro.
Yeah, but the music video is fire.
I forgot his name.
Um,
But we did a choreo for him.
Okay.
He sent us a music
you
video.
guys host parties as well?
We host parties. We throw events. We're gonna be throwing an event coming up pretty soon.
Beach Day, look out for that.
Yeah. We throw flexes. Not every day we don't party all the
Partying
time.
thing, yeah.
I mean, we party all the time, but the days we don't party, we try to host like calm stuff like picnics. We don't have.
Can I go LLC the name or outside?
It's an LLC, man. Outside of this is an LLC.
LLC, yeah, don't
that was
forget
the very
LLC.
first thing, man. I know they play now. We LLC the name sharp, but yeah, bigger and better moving forward. We're trying to create something just not just hosting and
Yes.
partying. Something bigger than
Like one of the end goals, let me say here now, so when it come, we just revert back to this.
correct,
thing.
correct.
It's gonna be outside FC Festival. Like you see how Afro Nation does their thing? We do our thing like that.
Yeah,
merch.
You feel me? Like
Merch.
merch, concerts. It'll be like we have different artists. You come and it's just 2 days of vibes, you know.
Yeah.
Leave all that stress at home, come here and just vibe.
Yeah.
Meet people.
Just
connect.
our people are open to all
Open
cultures.
to everyone. It's
Open to all
everyone.
cultures.
We'll have Afrobeat artists, inshallah, UK artists, you feel me?
Dave, shout out Dave.
Shout out J Hus, you feel me?
Sir.
And yeah, just a collective and people just come and enjoy. You know, we'll have Tweez, big headlining that, you know, Tweez, the Kisos of the world, you know, the Fadis.
Yeah.
All our friends that, you know, be doing music, you know, we want to support them.
Yeah.
They support us, so yeah.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah.
Okay, let me talk to my sister, making the place say she lost, you know. What's up now?
Doing well.
Is it going? So, on your angle on the media aspect, how are you using your platform to support the outsiders and you know, every other artist, Chooks?
That's a very good question, because what's ironic...
They don't believe in you.
No, but that's how we
Because
make
you know
it.
some people are like that. They know that you do this thing and you deliver very well, but they still have to go and hire somebody and an outsider, not the outsider.
Like an actual outsider.
Yeah.
So ironically, like that's literally how I met Outsiders. So like it was during the time when you guys actually formed the group. I did content. So like I went to do content at Naira Party, and like I'm seeing all these guys on stage and stuff like that, and just dancing and vibing, and I'm filming them and stuff like that, and like I posted it on Instagram. It had a little buzz on it, and then like a few months later, like I didn't see them till January at Afrobeats and Brunch. I'm like, wait, these are the dudes that I did content on a few months ago and stuff. And like next thing, I did another video on them, and next thing you know, that like blew up a little bit. And like ever since then, I just be seeing them in different events and stuff, and we all just became close, and like we're a whole family now. We're a whole family now.
Very good dancer.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
Say she's been humble.
I mean, she doesn't brand herself as a dancer.
Yeah, but now she's
do media and
Yeah,
stuff, but
you know, I do a little 1 2 1 2 1 2. That's it.
How is it like creating content for you? Do you find it hard?
So like overall, I love it. Like I love doing it. Since like I'm just by myself doing it, like sometimes it has its hardships, but overall, like because it's something I enjoy doing, like I don't really look upon like what makes it difficult. I really look at like the fun side of it, and like the joy that it gives me and all that.
Do you reach out to artists or brands or individuals like to work with them, or do they approach you like DM or something like that?
So yes and yes. So there's moments where like different artists will reach out to me like, hey, I'm in town, I was wondering if you can interview me. And then there's other moments where like I will reach out to them. If I notice like an artist is in New York or something, I would try and contact them and see like if they would be interested. And like there's other moments where like I do interviews at Audio Mac, so different artists will come in, and then like I'll also interview them there. So for the most part, like I'll do a lot of interviews there. But then like I also do like different interviews like at various areas as well too.
Okay, that's nice. That's nice because content is the king right now.
Yeah.
Use content to drive a whole lot of things. Wow, Mr. Chooks,
Bond.
superstar, our brother boy.
We don't do it now. How do we? I think we met through. Was it IG Live or something? I know somehow. I know it was through the internet. Oh, I bought your book.
Oh, you bought my book.
Yeah,
Okay.
because he has a book. He's an OG in the industry. He doesn't brand it up, but if you know, you know. Now who knows it? So he's an OG in the industry. He has a book about the Afrobeat industry, and I bought the book, and somehow we connected there, and it's been history. So we've traveled together. He's even gotten me a show. Like I was a dope show. We did one the code together last year. Me and Bond, we've been kicking it since then. Going good.
Talk to me about your music.
All right.
What's going on? When is the EP or album coming up? What are you working on currently?
So
I know you're a producer. You know, big boy. It's a big boy. What's going on?
Biko. So Tweez, this year has been a busy year for me, and even music wise, there've been a lot of changes I've made this year, and I actually dropped a song this year, P.O.B. was a spontaneous drop due to the situation going on in Nigeria. I felt like as a born and raised Nigeria, I had to say something. Aside with Artiste who's like who claims to be a songwriter, I had to like, okay, you write about things going around you, things what's going on, what's going with you. And as someone that who's very upright speaking, I decided, okay, I was going to put a song about this what was going on in Nigeria. And even though they resisted the song, but we start putting it out there, so okay, I did my part as an artist to create word. So right now we're working on Rastafarian. We're doing that. We shot the music video. Easy was there. I didn't know Salis too well there.
I work.
Joel was working. Kunta was working. I think you were in Jersey, so I didn't even bother to because it was you were deep then. We put the what they call the Odogu Bitters. Shout out to Obi Kubana. We put it in the video, so we have the video shots. We're going to put it in TV stations in Nigeria. We're going to do some serious marketing. So Rastafarian is coming soon. Just know that it's coming soon. We've been working hard, and I know it's going to pay off soon.
Correct. I like that.
Costa Rica.
It's a movement.
So big easy.
Costa Rica.
Oh, by the way, I mentioned being a songwriter. So something I like to do is when I travel, right, I like to write about things that are going on. Cause I grew up freestyling. So we travel to Costa Rica. We travel to.
I saw some clips.
We first went to Mexico. I did some freestyle in Mexico about Mexican cool love and did that. Then we went to Costa Rica and the vibes were set. So I started writing something like, my Costa Rica man. I met a girl in Costa Rica. Then my boys were there. They entered it with my verses.
I couldn't say no. I heard the beat from upstairs. I was like, yo, wait.
I'm not gonna lie to you because me, if I do so like just freestyle the song whole, because usually I plan it to be my own song, but the verses they brought in, I'm like, okay, I can't say this because the verses were good. So we just did a live video, live and direct. We did Costa Rica,
I saw it.
So so
we performed it already.
Actually, we did.
The reaction was fire.
She was there too. I know she works with Major State. We performed it. So shout out to Major State, by the way.
But the one we just recorded, that one is
which one?
The one that's coming.
The one that's coming out soon.
I know the title, but
I don't know the title. The one where we're rapping.
All on Me.
Yes.
With the beat that
the one that I did the chorus.
We pulled up and we recorded.
Okay. We have so many works. So
that one is fire. I can't wait for that.
We have so many in the works. So we have so much music. We did All on Me. There's a lot of dope New York artists I want to work with too. Like they mentioned Kiso. Kiso is good. I think I have one of a few tracks with Cassava, but just to go and complete it. Timmy Dre is
oh my God.
Shout out Timmy Dre.
Timmy Dre is one person that is good.
Mad.
Timmy Dre is good. There are a lot of good artists in New York. These are the ones that I personally connect to. Osele too.
Fadilicious.
Osele too is good too. Fadi too is there too. There's so many of them that is good.
What was I gonna say? New York is sad. Like, bro, like when I first came to New York, I don't think I even knew like maybe one Nigerian artist from here, like upcoming artists, I only mainly see like rappers and stuff. But like recently, like we've been focusing more on like the music side, which is
there's a lot of them. Or I got to find some of them, man. Dope, talented singers.
There's a lot of, I was telling them, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of artists in New York. I think New York is so packed, so it's hard to really get your name out there in New York because it's really like a lot of, like, it's a city with like almost 11 million people or 50 about that, millions of people. So it's not easy to get yourself out in that crowd. Like,
so we outside of FC, we've been trying to also. That's something we started doing recently, like push like the New York artists, the upcoming artists, so we started like I think that was 2 months ago. First we started with like the songs you should be listening to right now, and all of the songs are from like artists in New York City that's
New York-based artists,
not necessarily New York based, but like Afrobeat based upcoming artists. And I think maybe last week we put out artists you should watch out for, also upcoming Afrobeat artists. But this time I put somebody from that actually stays in Nigeria right now. His name is Cuba. He raps crazy. So I'm like, I saw his rap. I'm like, whoa. Like,
that's the Igbo rapper, right?
Yeah, bro. He puts Igbo in his raps. He remind me of Fino, like flows mad on the beat. So I sent him to Izzy, and I think he's the first Nigerian in Nigeria that we posted on our stuff. But we're doing our part, to push these upcoming artists, whether it be like dancing, in choreos for them, like in music videos, like we just did, in any way, shape, or form, because we have to support each other, Yeah. That's how it is.
Yeah. I wanted to ask you, on your own standpoint, what do you think that we should be doing collectively, to enhance the Afrobeat artists here? Because they're plenty and they're good.
Yeah. I was going to say, like, even like within New York, I've noticed that Afrobeats is growing like so much. Before, like, when it comes to like upcoming artists in New York, you mostly hear like rappers and stuff. But now you're hearing like different Afrobeats artists, and I honestly think like this is literally just the beginning for the genre itself and like the people in New York, like Africans in general, like in New York. Like this is really like the beginning for us to really like really show ourselves, like, hey, we are here. We actually are here. And
what do you think we should be doing collectively? Maybe with your platform. I know you work with Major Stave and some other people. What do you think we need to implement? Maybe some structures to to boost everybody out. Maybe then they go, because it's hard. It's a little bit difficult to blow from here.
Yeah, that's true.
If you notice what's been going on, everybody they blow from that way coming down here. But we have dope singers here, dope artists, talented,
That is true. Like I've noticed that like within Afrobeats, it's typically like artists in like Africa or like even the UK that's really blowing up when it comes to like being an Afrobeat artist. Whereas like in America or New York specifically, like it's a bit harder. And I think because of the culture in New York compared to like somewhere like in Ghana or Nigeria or in the UK. Like for instance, in London, in UK overall, like there's more West Africans there compared to in New York. So when there's a Afrobeat artist in the UK like coming up, they get more support because there's more of them there. And I feel like us New Yorkers, like African New Yorkers specifically, can do is actually show more love. I think that's literally what it is. Just show more love. If you have a friend, living in New York, you're gonna have at least one friend that's an artist. Yeah. At least one friend. Like,
but we have like 10 at least.
Honestly, bro. Yeah, right. It's a good
you should have at least one friend that's an artist. And if you see that they're making something of themselves, like support them. Like go to their events, record them when they're showing their artistry. If they're posting something, repost it. It's just the little things that really blows them up. Yeah. So I just feel like we just need to come together and show love. And if let's say like each person has one friend that's an artist, if you keep doing that, like it's just gonna expand, because New York is literally the place of opportunities. A lot of people come here just to show off their work. So just imagine you already living here, already doing your work here. Like just imagine the impact that you can do just simply being from here or living here.
That's crazy.
And because another thing I was going to add is there's that lack of would I say platforms, Afrobeat-based platform, because we have the American, like, which are like maybe like black-based, where you have the Caribbean Afro, but there's that lack of Afrobeat purely based platform. Like for example, a perfect example is a radio station. There's no Afrobeat-based radio, and everything is, if you want to do, everything is probably rap-based. Even the best, maybe the best you could get for ethnic-wise, probably reggae, but maybe there's few reggae stations out there. So now that I think the Grammys I saw, they just did the Afrobeat category, if I'm not mistaken. So these are things that I could push that someone can do. Okay, invest in this. I don't know, this is part of the reason why Bond is doing this podcast, to get more culture aware, get radio stations, get more platform. Like for example, now if I'm doing any sort of marketing I have to do in music, I have to go back to the home base, because those platforms are not here. From distribution to TV station to whatever, you have to start having those things here, because the audience. There's a lot of Nigerians here. Have you gone to Nigeria Independence?
You'll be surprised.
There plenty die. There plenty die. Say if you go Nigeria people there, because I was telling Muka this thing. Muka have told me that nobody can blow it. I'm like, it's not nobody. And yeah, I agree with you because the platforms is not there, but it's not like it's impossible because it's just that there's no platform, and even the tiniest of platforms that they don't show this upcoming artists love. Like, because if you go to the same party, the same people you see. That means if I pay like 5 party promoters to promote an artist and say, okay, all my artists perform in these 5 parties, this major, and keep putting them in your face, you hear of them somehow, even if you don't want to, because you hear of them because the community is very small. So it's definitely possible, and it's very easy to start a platform where the community is not that big, and also could reach out to like other Caribbeans that are tapping into the culture. That's my opinion on that.
I want to add on to what you just said, because like as far as like having a platform here, like it is quite difficult. And like I even noticed like there's some artists here that's based here, they're sending their music to radio stations in Ghana or Nigeria just to have their songs like blow up over there too. And I feel like like what Tweez said, we need something here as well. Correct. Something that can elevate Afrobeat artists in New York or in America in general. And like I do know one, and I want to shout them out. Shout out to Home of Afrobeats, because right now they're just starting their platform to encourage like upcoming Afrobeat artists, and they also do interviews as well. They also do different ways of advertising for them, or even giving them like different advice.
Marketing.
Yes,
like
exactly.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So shout out to them, because they are probably the pioneers for here. They're starting it off for New Yorkers.
Yeah, they're trying. I figured it out. I noticed it because in Nigeria, for instance, now they have in Lagos alone, they have about more than 20 radio stations. More than 30 TV stations. Let me not even talk about media agencies like blogs. There's a whole lot. Many. So depends on the level you are as an artist. So if you're a B or C list artist, you will find your fit. If the A-list radio station that doesn't want to play you, there are places that you will go, they will welcome you.
Yeah, that's true.
But out here, those are some of the things that is lacking.
Yeah.
You know, so something like Home of Afrobeat is a lot more what I'm doing. Some other people, Afrobeat is just growing out here. It's still a baby, you know. Although it's up here, but it's still a baby. So give it time. I'm sure some of us will come up with something dope, you know, to support more artists and every other thing, you know.
And also to add to what Tweez and Sally said, I feel like the DJs can also play like a big part, like, you know, you playing songs, and
DJ is a major part of pushing Afrobeat songs,
because it's like people come, like you have like sometimes 500, 1,000 people listening to, you know, to your song, the songs you spin. So imagine you put out like at least every party you put out maybe 2 or 3 artist songs, and like, yo, whose song is that? I think I saw that at like it was a Friday night with Timmy Dre.
That's the only person that I've seen that have done that.
Yeah,
in all the parties I've gone to, My Quest was the only person that I've seen. Even though My Quest was supposed to do something for me, but that's story. But My Quest is the only DJ I've seen that actually. I know that there are no other DJs that don't do it though. That's the only person I've seen.
Yeah.
So I've seen that he spinned Timmy Dre and I think one other person's stuff.
Yeah, but yeah, that would be very helpful. Like, cause when I saw that,
and Tim Minks too. Cause actually, I know I told him and he's planning to spin one of my tracks. Tim is another person that, cause I know he pushed out this person. He spins Moses Fadi.
Yeah. Oh, also Sydney. Big up Sydney Love. She also did like I think there was this one time she let the women of Afro Vibes.
She let somebody perform.
Yeah, she let like the women artists perform. I think Fadi was there. Fadi performed too. So they playing a part. We're playing our part too. You know, like me personally, like for my friends, like whenever they put out a song, like when Tweez did Charlotte, I don't know, that was the first time I met you.
But Charlotte is not out yet.
Yeah, it's not out yet. Yeah, but like I think that was the first time I met you at One Day Call. I think I danced for Tweez. Me and Tuesday we danced Charlotte. You know, And if I can dance, if my friend is putting out songs, I try to, I dance. If they want me to dance, I'm there,
Yes.
They want to show a music video, I'm there. Like, like with Fadi, when she like one of her biggest songs right now, and also I think it went #1 in Niger, where she's from, Aban. I was in the music video, they hit me up, yo, you want to pull up to the music video? I'm like, yeah, I'll pull up. I've been in 2 of her music videos now. Kiso, he did like the promo for his song. Yeah, You're Not Alone. We were all there, We went Tweez did the Peter Obi thing. We were all there with the music video. So we're doing. Me personally, I'm doing my part. If my friend is putting out a music video, like, yo, Joe, pull up. I Need You and the Outsiders. We pull up. Even Timmy Dre, like Veronica, was supposed to.
Logistics just didn't plan out.
People were just being late. They just came.
African time is a real thing.
For me, I don't do African time because I don't have a lot of time.
People are busy. I know. Say you work like so I know.
But like if I'm available,
as long as you show, that's the law.
If I'm available, I'm there. What more can I? That's everything. Love.
Can I hear from you? What do you think about that?
Wait, in terms of, you see, I'm not too privy on the music industry to give like
okay, what do you think we need to do more, as an individual, collective, to push it more, home-based Afrobeat, or people like you that are into acting, I'm sure there are a couple of guys, actors and actresses out there trying to find their feet as well. What do you think that, they will be up there?
In terms of music industry, like, I mean, they've said everything, like push it out, more support. It's just so hard in New York, which is crazy because we have the people. I don't know why the support is lacking. But yeah, I mean, push it out. Instagram, social media is a big thing now. These challenges. Maybe if your friend is dropping, let's create some challenges for him. Correct. Try and spin that out too. But some artists too. Don't feel nervous to like release your music. I know so many artists that have music. Tweez, Kiso, release your stuff.
Facts.
Like release it. I'm sorry, but you have to release your stuff. Engage.
True.
Like when you're building that fan base, especially in New York, you have to build a fan base. Yeah. People tend to get because there's so much stuff happening here.
Yeah, that's true.
People tend to forget you.
There's a whole lot of.
They remember you one day. He hasn't dropped. Next artist. You see, boom, like that. That's why I'm always encouraging. Drop your stuff.
Drop it.
The stuff you think is not gonna hit might be the biggest.
You never know.
Might be the biggest one. You
never know.
That's true.
That's why I'm like, yo, push it. Like me, if I could sing, not be here.
As long as it's inborn, you can do it any moment. Just put it out there. You never know. We never know the viral clips or the moments that should come from anyone. And those ones are usually free. It's not the ones you spend money, save. Those ones you spend money might not even
sometimes
do anything.
Someone is always watching.
Sometimes
someone is always watching. Even if you feel like you barely had any views, someone is always watching. Sometimes it just takes that one person to watch your video that can take you far. So just be consistent.
When you say someone's always watching, because you actually have that's actually true. Because I know people that have reached out to me and they're like, okay, which way you post? They're sending investors looking. I'm like, I didn't even know, but I'm not going to go deep into details. But so you'll be surprised how some people are watching.
Yeah, but that thing, bro, if you're an artist, bro, if you're an artist, man, you should be able to post whatever you want. Because that's your authentic self. I'm not.
And the argument they gave me was image. You also want to have.
your image too is another thing.
You also want to have an image as a brand. Because that's
another thing. There's too much politics and all this stuff.
This thing.
Oh, thank you, mom.
You don't need to overthink this thing.
Bro, just do it.
When Jay-Z was coming up, don't you see how Jay-Z was looking? He wasn't looking that his mouth. Some people say his mouth is big, his head is da. He wasn't looking that big, but with time, you start fine tuning it. When money they come, but. Put it out there. You want to be out there, you have to be out there.
And listen, if you have the talent, if you have the talent,
you have to be smart too.
Yes.
Because you brought up Jay-Z. Jay-Z was smart, and he had this guy. What's now that guy you put me on to? I actually looked him up. Dame Dash, right? Yeah, Dame Dash. And he had them. Even though all the record labels rejected at least the major ones, then they didn't want to work with Jay. Dame did himself. They started spinning to DJs, paying DJs to they were smart about it. And they had
Yeah, they weren't waiting for anybody.
Yeah, that's
when
true.
they were coming up.
But also have bar too. Bar is better than music.
All the like Jay-Z now, he went to all the existing record labels as of then in the 80s and early 90s.
They dubbed him, right?
Nobody cared about him. Nobody wants to.
I think was it the age thing? I don't know what it was.
Probably, but
no, they feel like his style of music isn't going to sell because people were already up there. You know how you see like you have the video and Whiskey now, you be like, how do I get to this level? That type of vibe. How do I get to this level?
Too.
You know. So he's like, let's start doing it ourselves.
No, I don't know. All cat and cat stuff. Listen, they're all great. Burna Boy, Whiskey, Davido.
That's your top 3.
I know. It's not my top 3. I love them all.
Okay, give me your top 5
right now.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if this is not no particular order.
Yeah, you know.
Burna Boy, Odomodo Black, Omale, Ashake, number 5. Let me think. Number 5. Let me check the playlist.
No Whiskey.
No, don't check. You don't need.
No, because okay,
just give up. You don't need to check.
That 4 you give us.
You already mentioned 4. You said Burna Boy, Odomodo Black, and
I like Black Bones too.
Black Bones.
Yeah,
Black Bones
top 5 right now. But
Right
Burna
now.
Boy will always, for all time, Burna Boy is like my top 3.
You can't go a day or a week without these
I
guys.
cannot. I don't even know if I can go a day without listening to Burna Boy.
Oh, wow.
And that's I know. He's just that man makes some good music.
Tweez, who's your own top 5?
Whiskey.
All time.
All time? Oh, Fella. It has to be Fela Kuti. I think it's
Fella.
Cause a lot of people don't see this because Fela actually affected my music, but in the sense of he really, really made me a good producer. Because to see a good producer, you have to know what a good producer is. So you have to know what a producer looks like from the chords you're playing. And I'm not going to go deep into it, but he made me sit down. Because a lot of artists want to be like Fela, they start wearing pants to perform. They start doing smoking long. It's part of it.
See that a lot in Nigeria.
It's part of it. It's part of it. If you see those time, Burna Boy did it too. If I'm not mistaken,
Yeah, he did it.
I mean, African Giant was kind of like
Fela heavily. Fela inspired.
Heavily.
Beyond all those Fela, very free spirited lifestyle, smoking, 20 women. He was a great musician. He was a great musician. Understood musical theory. If you listen to the chords he's playing, you know this guy was a brilliant. So I took time to enroll myself in musical theories. These are things that people don't see, I'm heavily inspired by Fela, Wizkid, and the top person I would say I really like that I feel like is great. Omale is really good.
Omale, okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic pen game.
How about you?
Me, all time Afrobeat artist. Number 1 for me, I go Burna. Number 2, P Square. Number 3, I definitely go Two-Face. Number 4, people underrate him so much, but Duncan Mighty, bro.
Duncan is good.
If he's ever to hold a concert, I'll be the first person on stage, man.
Oh yeah,
Duncan is good. Duncan is good.
Duncan Mighty is crazy. And number 5, because I'm a sad boy, I'm going Omale. Omale don't miss, man. Omale don't miss. From the very first song I heard from him, I think it was the one that blew on TikTok. The what's his name? Bad Influence.
Oh
yeah. I'm like, yo. Even when I'm happy, I play that song. I'm like, yo, why am I sad for? I'm just happy.
That's Charles Fitzgerald.
Afro depression.
Afro depression right there.
But yeah, Omale don't miss. I think that has to do with like. It also helps when you're the one producing your own songs, because you know exactly how you want to flow on it. You know. So that really Omale is a bang. Okay.
How about you? Okay, now we're still there here. This is Bond. I know you're enjoying the episode. You're enjoying the whole show. All right. Do you know that this episode is brought to you by Grounded Promotions? You know that? All right. Get back to the episode. Let's go.
When it comes to like all time, I can't really think because there's just so many. But like I have different phases.
Okay.
So my current phase, right? First off, I really like listening to different artists in like UK and France. So my number one has to be Aya Nakamura. Like I love her.
She's gonna say that. I thought we just doing Afrobeat.
As soon as she said French, I was like, yes, he's about to say Aya.
I thought we just doing Afrobeat. Is it all time and other genres?
I think it's
Afrobeat.
Okay. Because it's other genres.
Afro too. The French part of, because it's a French part of Afro too, I guess.
Yeah, her. I love her so much. Number two, he's also from France too. His name is Chocolat Melo. I love him so much. Him. J Hus. I like him.
Oh, okay, J Hus is my list too. J Hus is there. I didn't know we added UK. J Hus is in my list. Dave is in my list too.
Dave. Darko.
Darko's good too.
Now, if I have to go to West Africa, Black Sherif.
I forgot about him.
Love Black Sherif.
Nobody never mentioned Ghana people yet.
Black Sherif, Sakura there, King Promise, Kitty, love you guys. R2Bs, yep.
Those guys are legendary.
Even VIP, Abi?
Yes, VIP.
Legends. That
of Shatawale now. I don't like Shatawale.
Shut up.
Actually, I don't like Shut up. The way he actually has a nice flow that I like, but it's just like speciality throws him off with people.
I like Nigerian artists. I like Wizkid, Burna, Davido too, Ira Star, Rema. I also like Crayon. No one really talked about Crayon like that. He's cool too.
Crayon has a
Crayon, no, they too drawn out.
He's good.
Just there.
I think it's more than just there, but I think it's one of those cases where branding is not
Buju. I forgot Buju.
Doesn't work with him. Branding,
like, my list.
But he's catchy. His chorus, like I think it was the one I wrote the chorus for. That was not that popular song.
I love that. I think that's the best.
Which one?
That Melvin song.
Yes. Overloading.
Very beautiful chorus.
I haven't seen like in most of like the music I've listened to for like the past 3-4 years, bro. I don't think there's any better intro in like a collab like that, bro.
Yeah.
Like that was the whole, bro. That song was
okay.
It's a good songwriter. I think it's a good catchy songwriter too.
Yeah.
Okay. Speaking of Jay-Z, there's something he did recently. I think last week. He premiered his book, A Book of Hope. I'm sure you guys know Jay-Z now. Yeah. I don't know Jay-Z.
We know Jay-Z now.
I'm from the wine me HOV. He didn't wine us HOV.
I'm a big fan, and what he did is something different. I've never really seen that coming from an artist. The whole exhibition, he took over the Brooklyn Library, and from all his projects, his first album, all his studio set, like the studio that he recorded his album, the guitar, the keyboard, everything, they line it up, the whole exhibition. Then the entrance, I don't know if you guys see those pictures. The entrance is something else, I want to ask you guys, in your own standpoint, what do you guys think about it? Which Nigerian artist, or if you say, can do something like that? That's even thinking like that, because this is 50th year of hip hop, right? So this is his own way of honoring the culture and also showing there is more to music to this,
Like do it right now or later?
Right now. What's going on right now? The way Afrobeat, the way our people just disturb everywhere. Who do you think like this guy can actually do something like this?
Honestly,
for the culture as well.
I can see Don Jazzy doing it.
Don Jazzy.
I can definitely see Don Jazzy doing it. Why? Because like he already has like that marketing mindset, and like he is like one of the OGs too. So he brought up a lot of talent in Nigeria. Yeah. So like I personally think like he would be one of the best people to do it, or like if he decided to do it, like it would go far. Like Yeah.
That's dope.
I think I'd say the same. I wouldn't give it to an artist yet. Maybe Wizkid is probably the only artist I could see opening like his own museum with stuff like that. But I'll give it to like a head. My bad, cut you.
No. Sorry.
Like the head of music, like Don Jazzy or someone like that, who's cultivated a lot of artists.
Yeah, Jazzy is good. Yeah. Jazzy is dope. I like. Jazzy is not just an artist. He's marketing. He's a marketing genius, and he sees far. Yeah. I like the way he supports people, basically. Yeah.
Very, very good supporter, like you said. One thing I was gonna say is, another thing you said is there's an aspect of, we have the rich we have the rich history and whatever, and that's what also documenting. I think it's something that we Africans are not so good at.
Correct.
Yeah, that's true.
We don't really document a lot. Like we have so much. There's so much history with Afrobeat. Like I'll give an example now. A lot of people don't know that there is a co-creator in Afrobeats, Tony Allen. Most people don't know that. It took Fela for like 4 or 5 months to find a long time to find a drummer, because he knew what he wanted for a drummer, and he said without this drummer there is no Afrobeat. That was a quote me on that. He said without Tony Allen there's no Afrobeat, because so which brings back like there needs to be a lot of documenting, know our history. How did this thing come about? What was the process in making this? How did it get here? Then we talk about OGs like Don Jazzy and stuff like that. So we need to document more.
Correct.
So that's where it starts from. So when we document, I think Ayo, I can't pronounce his last name, but there's an Afrobeat documentary that so we're starting to pick up. So we need to do more. I'm glad to see we're starting to pick up in that place. So
Afrobeat started in Ghana, right?
No,
Yes, it did. It started in Ghana.
What are you talking about?
Fela Kuti.
Fela
No, Afrobeat started in Ghana.
No, High Life.
Let me get
Afrobeat started in Ghana. You
High
can
Life
watch the
started-
documentary.
Listen, look,
No.
Afrobeat.
It started
Just
in
the T.
Ghana. Yes, it did.
No, High Life started in Ghana.
Oh God, I'm telling you, bro.
Okay.
Fela Kuti did
Wait,
take
say-
it
say
and run
what you
with
gotta
it,
say. Say
but
what you gotta say.
Afrobeat did start in Ghana. I watched the documentary.
What made you believe he started in Ghana?
That's what the documentary said. I'm
so
going
you-
off the documentary. No, but he did extensive. He did extensive research. I just watched it a few days ago.
Is
So
it the one
I-
on Netflix?
With what's his name?
The Ayo guy,
The guy that's
creator.
always on was on Instagram.
Adesope?
Yeah, him. I think he was the
Shop
guy
Shop
leading-
Sidu.
Yeah,
Shop
him.
Sidu.
Shopsy?
I think he was the one
actually met
leading
him in Afro Nation recently, but High Life started in Ghana.
Beat started in Nigeria.
No,
That was
Look,
his
look,
argument.
look. Hear me out.
Afrobeat is Fela now. From-
Afrobeat with the T, not TS.
I know.
Just T. It started in Ghana. Oh, hear me out. The only reason is because of the influence of High Life. The people who did it were Nigerian. I'm gonna give y'all that.
for High Life.
No,
At the end of
listen
the day,
to
West
me.
Africa's winning. So.
Fela.
No, we need to get the history right. Okay.
Okay, look.
Talk your shit.
Fela was influenced by High Life music.
Which is what I said. High Life started in Ghana.
Yes.
We know that. We agree with that. Yeah.
So like
Okay, so you're saying his influence was gotten from Ghana, but
But High Life is not Afrobeat.
yes,
You can't just say Afrobeat is High Life. High
Thank
Life is
you.
not
No,
Afrobeat.
I'm not saying that
Afrobeat
either.
is a component of
You could say
so many
pardon,
things, so many
thank you.
countries,
I'm
so
not-
many.
And that's
Like
where the
High
S
Life
comes
is not
from.
the only music in Africa.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There is Juju.
There's Fuji.
There is Fuji.
Yeah.
And
There is
you
a
know-
lot of things. There is a lot. There's Afro soul.
Yeah. And that's where the S comes from for Afrobeat.
beats.
But what she's saying Afrobeat with no
No,
S.
it's just the
Beat, that's
T.
the one Fela did. That's the I know what the one.
Yeah, I'm talking about that.
Okay.
With the S, with the S, that's all
Encompasses
Niger.
all
I
that,
give
yes,
that to
yes.
Niger.
Okay, you're talking
But
about
the
the original.
influence of the one with just the T is through High Life Ghana for.
Okay,
Anyone know?
okay, wait. So, wait.
Like,
Okay, so what you're saying was it was partly okay. This is the original because I'm producer. The original Afrobeat that Fela did was High Life, and I said this is something that everybody knows from the history. Tony Allen, I think he just died recently, like 2 years ago. So Tony Allen was a jazz drummer. So the original Afrobeat recipe: High Life, jazz, then all those Fuji drums. Those are the three main things. So you cannot just say it's high, like Afrobeat is High Life.
conversation.
It's not just High Life. It's a combination of
conversation will be like,
both.
I'm about to drop another. I'm about to drop another one.
So
I'm about to drop another one. Wait.
the better way to put it was Afrobeats. Ghana had a hand in-
Influence.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Influence.
It didn't
But
start nothing, bro.
Fela Anthony Allen were the original
Magazines,
OGs
I tried, you feel me?
creators of Afrobeat. I remember, and this is actually true. Fela actually went to Ghana because he wanted to know. There's a before the Africa 70s, which was like the album that blew like crazy. The Lady album. He was making more of high life and jazz. It was when he started adding all those Fuji and all those Congo and started making the lyrics more pidgin. There you go. That's from his old album where he was actually, Fela was in America.
I said this conversation will be like
It's
Ghana
because
jollof
I
fries.
said, because
And
when I said I love
Nigerian
Fela,
jollof fries.
no be
See, I
mouth.
would
Like, I've
love
done my research
to play Fela as a biopic. That would be a good.
Who?
Me.
To play
To play
fella.
fella. Be mad,
The only
man.
thing, see, I might be a bit too tall, but camera angles.
I have to work on your Yoruba too, cause
Facts.
you
On my
can't.
Yoruba, yeah.
There's
Don't worry.
certain.
Listen, me when I
Yoruba
get locked in
serious
the
come
character, I gotta, this is my Oscar-winning role right here. That or Shaka Zulu. My South Africans know Shaka Zulus.
Yeah, I know Shaka Zulu.
You know Shaka Zulus? Yeah, one of those two I'm gonna play biopic. But
in your opinion, though, we're talking about what Jay-Z displayed. Who do you think in Nigeria would be say he will represent like
Right
that?
now, like growing up, I don't know, for people that grew up in Nigeria, like Tweez, the only person right now I could say can do it that's alive, that's here, is P Square.
Correct.
okay,
Because P Square, bro. When P Square released, like growing up, like when P Square released albums, I feel like that's the only time like I see my mom,
like
my dad, like
in the world.
yeah, my dad will come back from work, he will stop by, person they say orange, and then they see they sell CD, collect CD, come. Like everybody growing up knew every P Square song word for word,
Both
everything.
young and old.
Both young and old.
what about Two-Face?
Two-Face.
Another guy.
Two-Face, he could do it, but he didn't have the didn't have the longevity that P Square had.
Oh yeah.
P Square is two people, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
P
okay.
Square,
No,
yeah,
the
Peter
way,
and
I
Paul.
know the way. Okay, let me
But
get
yeah,
sure.
P Square had the
I know what P
the
Square
game in lock for so
for a long time. For a
Yeah, I
long
mean
time.
P Square.
I feel like they were also the first people to bring the American scene into Afrobeat with the Chop My Money,
Yeah.
remix.
Akon from Akon.
Oh,
Yeah,
I see
from
what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
and, what's his name? The big guy.
Rick Ross.
Rick Ross.
I'm beautiful in here, right?
Beautiful in here too,
I remember.
T.I.
Yeah,
They did a lot.
Yeah, they were one of the first people to do it, and I feel like I don't know. I don't think they've ever released like a bad song. Usually when you drop an album,
It's a press play.
when you drop an album, usually maybe
There's like 3, 4
5
that I'm not
songs,
putting in the playlist here.
But like the invasion of privacy. Invasion. Bro, there's no bad song. Asan Pokoto, Jeje, the one they did with Neto C, She's Hot, like the whole Buneya bro, the whole every single song there was I go to my mama shop like this, Baba shop, they played like back
they
to
sing out
back
for
to
church.
back.
P Square is like the MJ.
Yes.
Yeah.
They
I
like
think-
Is the GOAT.
Yeah.
P Square
Yeah,
definitely. If they do, and plus they came like they're one of the few people we saw like their growth from like coming straight up. We knew they came from the bottom. We saw their music, evolve. First they started like, cause I don't know which one of them. Paul was the one that he break dances a lot. So most of the beginning their songs were influenced by I'll say Michael Jackson. Like when they did the Roll It, when they did they did Roll It, and I forgot the other song they did.
The one where they dressed like Michael Jackson.
Yeah, that's MJ is a big influence to them because they started dancing and singing together.
I don't forget.
I don't forget.
I know the song you're talking about.
Yeah.
That Coffee was in that video.
Yes.
I think Papa was in that video too.
Papa was in the video too.
Why is the song not coming to my head?
But it's like
I'm even imagining the song, the video right now. I can't remember
like
the
everybody
name.
growing up, like even though if we didn't know how to dance like Michael Jackson, we seen like P Square dancing and then like we wanna do it, Like P Square, I feel like right now for me they're the only like people that
Something to say, like something to I think. Because I know you be proper Igbo man, like so you were also raised. I be proper Igbo man too, but I wasn't raised in East. If I'm not mistaken, P Square was one of the first Igbo artists to break, if not the first to break into the Lagos scene, because that Lagos scene is not easy to break into.
P Square,
the
not
Lagos
just
boys,
Igbo, everything is P Square.
Yeah,
International wise, it's P Square.
Yeah, I think they were the first.
Collaboration
If I'm not
awards,
mistaken,
Channel O,
because P Square came before
Kora
the Dancing
Award,
Girl, right?
Channel O, MTV Base.
P Square came before. P Square and the Dancing
Yeah,
came
I think
first.
P Square is one of the first, if not the first people that raised the standard of music videos.
That's true.
Oh yes, that's another thing too.
Yeah.
That's another thing too.
Because
I think that brother used to direct that
P Square
video.
is the first people that started going to African tours.
Yes.
Like you see stadiums. This thing Burna Boy is doing now is P Square. That's P Square standard.
Yeah.
Like if it's not stadium, people are fainting. And they come back and sell the CDs.
Yes.
People will still buy the CDs.
Yeah,
they are that people.
And
Ghana, East Africa, West Africa
Yeah,
is P
yes.
Square. Francophone countries, they are well dominated. Oh well, it's been an interesting conversation. Do you want to say something?
Yeah, they just recently did like a reunion tour, and like it was selling out crazy. So like heavy on the longevity, like and like even though like there was a period of time where like they had like a little hiatus, people are still listening to them, still jamming to their music.
A lot of people grew up on P Square, like a whole family. It's a household name.
I remember
it's a household name.
When he was saying that P Square, when his mom used to, because he took me back. P Square first song, I was back in Surulere. I might have left Surulere like at age 10 or 9, so that's still how far it was. I'm being like, and I'm 24, so I'm 24 now. So P Square's like first song, I was still in Surulere when it came out, so that was like years ago. I think that was what's the other song? Do Me. This is not Do Me. Way back before Senorita.
No, Senorita came after.
What came after?
It came after.
There was one before Busybody.
Yeah, Busybody.
Yes, that was the first banger that I think that scattered the whole Nigeria. That song scattered the whole Nigeria.
Yeah,
the whole Nigeria, like everywhere.
That was a classic.
Classic. You know. Busybody. If you see that coffee, they don't know the song.
Oh no. They don't know. Now we know.
Listen, I know
it's good for us to sometimes just trace back, see
to see how far
this
come.
music is coming from. The pioneers, people that started it, the first people to win the Grammy nominated, Channel O Award, Cora, MTV based. Some people have laid all these foundations that a lot of people are riding on now. I'll give it up to P Square. I'll give it up to More Heat.
Don Jazzy.
Because those guys, I'll give it up to Kenny's music.
Kenny's music.
There are people that started making it look like, okay, this thing is going to become something one day.
That's true.
Then we just watch like, wow, because then it was just American music, American vibe.
That's true.
We watch them. If it's not them,
I remember if you turn on MTV based Africa, it's mostly American songs you see.
Clubs, radios, but when the time comes, when we kept pushing, Nigeria, anywhere we go, we carry our culture.
That's true.
We keep moving our food, our jollof rice, even though Ghana people still don't want green. Okay, in rounding up, let me just say one thing in rounding up, right? It's good for us, like I said, it's good for us to trace back and watch the history and know how we got to where we are now. Let me say we just land there, people don't waka they come, I want to ask my sister again about this jollof rice pig. I didn't know what she's gonna say. Just be honest.
Okay.
Your village people are also watching. Just be honest. Which people they reign? Tell me. Ghana, Senegal, jollof rice. Which one?
You already know the answer. Who I'm going to say.
I know the answer. I know the answer.
Ghana jollof. Hey. It's just the way. And you know what it is too? I feel like.
Why? Tell me why you think it's Ghana.
Okay. Hear me out, guys. So I've tried Nigerian jollof a couple of times.
Jollof, Nigerian weddings party.
Yeah, that's right. Is it party jollof or home jollof? Because home jollof is.
I've tried both, like a home cooked Nigerian jollof, and I also tried like party Nigerian jollof, and like. If I have to compare that with like Ghanaian jollof party wise or at home, like I still will pick Ghana jollof, and here's why. Like it's just it's just a different vibe. And I'm not saying Nigerian jollof is bad. It's not. It's actually pretty good. But I just personally think like it's just two different vibes, and I just prefer Ghana jollof. Like that's it. Like both is not bad, both is actually pretty good, but it's just different vibes, and I just prefer Ghana vibe.
I get it. Yeah. You know why she said it? So that when she go Ghana now, they don't go beat
exactly. That's right.
I understand.
Exactly.
I understand.
Did you hear what Wizkid said to Wizkid? Even himself say he likes Ghana jollof. It's just a different vibe.
He likes it. I can like it, everybody.
Exactly.
I'll tell you why Wizkid say he like Ghana jollof.
Because he lives there.
It's because Wizkid stays in Ghana more than he stays in Nigeria. You don't want them to beat him. If you say like Nigeria jollof more than you go Ghana, they go beat him. So they use sense. He's a wise man. You have to give him that.
You've been to South Africa a lot. What do you think? Let me know. South Africa, you don't eat chopped jollof rice for something now, right?
No, I'm Nigerian too.
I know.
Okay.
You kind of
South African.
Yeah, it's just jollof. So in South Africa, we pap. There's boerewors rolls. There's biltong. There was I forget what it's called, but it's like you take a loaf of bread, you cut the middle part, and you put some stew in it, and you eat. I forget the name of that.
I will ask my South mama.
Yes, but no, boerewors rolls on a roll with some chanclata sauce. That's fire.
Okay, is there any meat? No meat inside.
The boerewors rolls is the meat. It's like a hot dog. It's like a sausage. It's a sausage.
Okay,
if you want to eat stew, you use pap. We'll eat pap and stew.
Okay.
No jollof fries, no
I
kind
ate
of rice.
jollof. So on Sundays, like, my mom jollof for the whole week.
That's Nigerian.
That's Nigerian.
Jollof for the whole week, and sometimes we'll have some pap. There's no South African jollof.
Okay, that's what I was saying.
They're way too deep. I think jollof is like a West African.
It's a West African.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
that makes sense. That
makes
sense. That makes sense.
In rounding up, we'll have part 2 of this conversation. We have to start with that jollof fry. Probably bring the jollof fry and say, we want to see the difference.
Ooh, that'll be good.
I want to see the difference.
Oh, someone's gonna cook it, and we just.
I have an idea. I'll bring Ghanaian jollof, and then one of y'all bring Nigerian jollof, and then we have him try it.
Okay.
We have him try it. Since
you gotta bring some chicken and shit. It can't just be the rice.
Yeah. And then we have him try it.
Okay, no shaking. You cook?
No, I represent. So I represent for the Niger boys.
He knows how to cook.
Oh yeah, he can cook too.
No, that damn cookie. That is a very good. You're a good cook too, Sha.
See your life. Why you wait for the back your butt?
No.
You did it.
I'm saying you're a good cook too.
It's okay. It's alright.
You're a good cook too now.
Okay.
No, I'm
in our friend circle, if we're talking about rating cooks, I rate Dami, you, then me.
Whoa.
And maybe favor
Tweez cooking.
Bro, Tweez cooking in Miami.
Nah, chicken is easy. I've never seen you cook rice. Me, I cook chicken too.
Nice one. It's been an interesting one. Another episode, Begrounded Podcast. Make them know your social media handles and how they can follow you, man.
Alright. My social media handles Adventures of Kunta. Kunta as in Kunta Kinte. Not Toby, Kunta Kinte. But yeah, Adventures of Kunta. Outsiders FC, you can just find us at outsiders.fc on Instagram. Please follow us. Invite us to come host your events. We turn it up every single time.
We'll do it. We'll have a good time.
Yep. Salis.
You can follow me on Instagram, Salis_like_Alice__. And then like on everything else, Salis like Alice.
Correct.
Bella likes that.
Yeah, Tweez.
Big Tweez.
TWEEHZ. Tweez with the double E. The OG Tweez friends, they call me Tweez with double E. So Tweez TWEEHZ. That's me. Rastafarian out soon.
Don't play with the
I
team.
give you some vibe. Rastafarian, but I'm Nigerian. Barbarian. That's it.
Not too much. It's just getting hot here.
Big easy.
But I only got Instagram. But on Instagram official.
You're not on Instagram.
No, I do have Instagram. I only have Instagram. My bad. Let me enunciate.
So you have OnlyFans?
No. No.
He does, but he doesn't want money.
No,
it's okay.
I do not.
It's a safe space.
official_Israel and O.
Let's go.
Yeah, that's my Instagram. Follow Unit 38 Productions. That's the production company that I got to.
Okay.
Soon, big things coming.
Okay. My people, it's been an interesting conversation again. I go see you now on another episode. But before we leave, make sure you like, follow, comment, and subscribe to what we are doing. This is the future. This is the next big thing.
Subscribe button.
New York.
One next.
Subscribe button will be right here.
The subscribe button.
Editor, please make sure that subscribe right here.
Yes, so we did. We did a good anyway. We can just do shout out for the podcast.